Hello. Welcome, my friends and gems, to our stem cell patch info Q&A. We'll be starting here in just a minute. Welcome, Emily. All righty here. So it's just a few minutes past the hour, so we're going to go ahead and get started. So let me know, make sure you jot down any questions that you might have throughout this info question and answer session. And we'll get started. So I'm Dame Lillian Walker, and I'm a holistic care practitioner. I actually specialize in neurological conditions, and I am a stem cell activation patch specialist. And so let's start off here with there's no better way than to show you, not just tell you. So let's go ahead and do that right now. So this out of the way. All righty here. So regarding the stem cell activation patches, before we get started, let me read our disclaimer. These patches are not intended to treat, prevent, or cure any disease. We do not heal, cure, treat, or diagnose. The suggestions do not replace the diagnosis and treatment by a qualified licensed healthcare professional. We strongly recommend you consult with your doctor concerning your specific health challenge and treatment needed. No medical claims are being made with the suggestions here. All right. So let's get started. And I always like to start off with sharing what your stem cells actually look like. This is actually a picture of stem cells taken by an electron microscope. And so you may or may not be aware that stem cells are actually pluripotent. And what that means is that your stem cells are able to morph into whatever type of cell that your body needs in real time at whatever moment it needs it. So your stem cells contain the blueprint of the original cells for your entire body. So as it goes to produce a cell, if you need a heart cell, or let's say you have some inflammation in your stomach because you have intestinal and digestive issues, or you have issues with your ovaries, or maybe a nerve in your brain, this diagram here shows you how a stem cell is pluripotent. It's able to morph into any kind of cell that you might need in real time. So I like to equate our human body to being kind of like a house. And when you go to build a house, of course, your house has to, you can't start construction on your home with the ceiling or the roof or the walls. You have to start with a foundation. So we're going to start off with the mother stem cell activation patch. And you always have to start with a good foundation. So the first thing to know is that when you're about 30 years old, 50% of your body has stem cells that have turned off. So by age 30, I'm going to say it one more time. By the time you're 30 years old, 50% of your stem cells have actually turned off. They've gone to sleep. They haven't ceased to exist. They've simply been turned off. By the time you are 60 years old, almost 100% of those stem cells have actually gone dormant. They've turned off. So the good news is that we can actually turn them on with the foundational patch, the mother stem cell activation patch called the X39. So this is going to build the foundation to your body because it's the mother stem cell activation patch. So how do the stem cells activation patches actually work? So this is what a stem cell activation patch looks like. It's a little round circle. And that little round circle is an FDA compliant class 1 medical device. This is what it looks like. It has a little adhesive in the back. All you do is you twist it to remove the adhesive from the back. Just like that. Bend it. And there are tiny crystals in the middle of this patch that are formed to look like they're basically created to form an organic nanotechnology crystal lattice that mimic a diamond crystal. So a diamond crystal, if you were to shine a light on it, it has all the light colors in the spectrum, red, blue, green, purple, yellow, orange, they're all present there. And so when you shine a light, those colors are emanating. And so this crystal lattice is going to mimic a diamond crystal, and your body has infrared light to the degree, literally, that it's 98.6 degrees Fahrenheit, 98.6, 98.7. Some run a little hotter, some run a little cooler, right? So that infrared light, your body is the battery that activates this. The light bounces off of those crystals and it activates GHKCU in your bloodstream to turn on. And so here we have a diagram showing how the infrared light is actually being measured, and it's glowing from your hand, okay? And so this mother stem cell patch, the first thing it's going to do is it's going to activate your stem cells by the infrared light that your body is emanating, and it's going to reset a third, 33% of your DNA is going to turn back on, and it's going to start to repair the cellular damage, restore the collagen, rebuild any scar tissue. It'll replace the scar tissue and the lesions and any damage that you have inside your body with the original tissue that you were conceived with. It's going to reduce fine lines and wrinkles. It's going to increase energy. It's going to increase your sexual libido, antioxidants, anti-aging properties in your body, anti-inflammatories, and it's going to provide you, if you have pain, it'll give you within 50 to 100% pain relief in 3 to 4 minutes after applying it. Improve your sleep. You'll have deeper, better quality sleep, and improved hair growth. All in this little stem cell activation patch. And so that is the foundation to your home. Your body's like your home. And so that's the starting patch. It's the beginning of the Fantastic Five. We're going to go over 5 stem cell activation patches today. So the next one is the X49. But before we do that, I want to share with you, we talked about how collagen is increased with your mother stem cell activation patch. Oh, by the way, did you know that collagen is the most abundant protein in the body? It's what forms the cytoskeleton, basically the outer structure of each cell skeleton. So I want you to think about your printer copier that you have at home. We all have printer copiers. And when we make our copies, I want you to notice that inside your printer copier, you have basically your mother stem cell, which is like your tricolor cartridge. And then you have your daughter stem cells, which is like your black cartridge. And when you have brand new cartridges, of course, your color copy and your black and white copy, they're basically indistinguishable, the copy from the original, right? However, when you are running at about 80 to 90% empty of those cartridges, that 80 to 90% of the cartridge has been used, now it's kind of the equivalent of being close to 60 years old, where you have 80 to 90 to almost 100% when you're 60 of your stem cells have been turned off. And so now what happens is that the color copy is a grayed out version of the original, and the black and white copy is a gray and white copy instead of a crisp black and white copy. So the same thing is true with your body, because your stem cells, as it's creating, when you only have 20, 30%, 20%, 10% left, now you have incomplete information because you only have a small number of stem cells that are working to create these replacement cells. And so just like with the colored copies, you have dots per inch, you have little missing units of information. Instead of having 100% of coverage, you only have partial coverage. You can still see the image resembling the original, but it's a resemblance. It's not an original that can be easily mistaken. So the same thing is true with your stem cells. So does that make sense? So with your daughter stem cell, now this is like your retaining wall. You've got your foundation, X39, your mother stem cell, and now this is your daughter stem cell activation patch. And this is going to turn on your stem cells to provide you with radiation poisoning relief, increase your lean muscle mass, increase bone density, muscle mass, and strength, increase your energy, focus, and cardiovascular function, increase 5G, Bluetooth, Wi-Fi radiation, increase the reduction of belly fat, because what these stem cells do is, in order to have immediate energy to rebuild and repair and restore your body, it goes to use, if you have any belly fat in your stomach, it'll go to use that as immediate source of information to rebuild and to restore your body. So some people report, we're not making any weight loss claims, but we do have people that report. I had just somebody just today from Spain who said that she lost just a few pounds and her pants are a little bit looser. So one of the things that it also helps is if you have any issues with osteoporosis, because it does increase your bone density, your muscle mass and strength, it will offset and help any osteoporosis to be reduced. Okay. Let me know if you have any questions as we're going along the way. Okay, Natalie, you can unmute yourself if you'd like. The next thing is the glutathione patch. So that's basically next to your bearing wall, you're going to have the glutathione patch. That glutathione patch is your master antioxidant. Glutathione is an antioxidant that's found in all the muscles of the body. It's actually signaled by the brain to tell your liver, produce glutathione, and then it sends it to all the organs of the body and all the muscles. I was going to sneeze, just went away. Okay, so that master antioxidant is also a master detoxifier. It's what detoxes your body head to toe. As it detoxifies your body, bear in mind your liver and your kidneys, your liver detoxes your body 85%, your kidneys about 15%. And the way the body detoxifies is through urination, defecation, and perspiration, and also through exhalation, through your breath. As you exhale whatever toxins as well, which is why some people have, bad breath. That has to do with the level of toxins that your body is trying to expel. So this master antioxidant is going to go to detoxify your body. It's also your master immune system booster. So it's going to boost your immune system. It creates antivirals, and your glutathione levels are going to be up by 300, anywhere from 300 to as high as 600% within the first 24 hours of your wearing the glutathione patch. So it's important that you drink at least 50% of your body weight in fluid ounces of water. So if you weigh 100 pounds, you're going to be drinking at least 50 fluid ounces of water. If you weigh 200 pounds, 100 ounces. 150 pounds, you're going to drink at least 75 fluid ounces or more of water. And I always like to tell people, make sure that you keep in mind that you drink good quality water, that your water is not dead water. You want to make sure that it's not distilled water, distilled purified water. You want to be drinking spring mountain water, and you want to make sure, I recommend that you add a little pinch of Himalayan, like organic Himalayan salts to your water, because that increases not only the minerals, but it also increases the electrolytes. And when you're dehydrated, when you don't drink 50% of your body weight in fluid ounces of water, what happens is that your stem cells, now that they're activated and they're turned on, you have 33% that were previously off that are now on for you. Your stem cells turn them on and it sends out that new cell. And if you're dehydrated, boom, it quickly hits quicksand. It's hitting this big pit of quicksand and it can't get to, maybe that stem cell's trying to send it to your heart, or maybe it's trying to send it to your digestive system because you have stomach aches and irritable bowel syndrome or GERD or heartburn or what have you. Doesn't matter. Wherever it is that you have inflammation in the body, wherever it is that you have damaged cells, your stem cells are turned on and that needs to get it there. First roadblock is dehydration. It's like a giant quicksand pit. And now that cell is sinking in that quicksand pit. It can't get to where it needs to go. But by you doing something as simple as drinking 50% of your body weight in water, now everything is slippery. Now you have a lot of electrolytes on, you have a lot of light. The new cell light is attracted to the other electrolyte lights. And now it can get quickly on that information highway to where it needs to go, to its destination's point, to your liver, to your lungs, to your eyes, to your brain, to the nerves. Maybe you have sciatica pain. Maybe it has to replace those nerves at the bottom of your tailbone, wherever it might be. It's going to do that because your body is hydrated. Cannot emphasize that enough. 50% of your weight in fluid ounces of water, okay? Carnosine, the next wall. So we've got our bearing wall, we've got glutathione. Now our next wall over here. If I were an octopus, I would have one hand hold here, another one hold here, but I'm not, so we're just going to put it here in front of the bearing wall. So we got carnosine. So carnosine is another master antioxidant. And this carnosine, it kind of rhymes and it sounds similar to carne asada, like carne asada tacos. Carne means meat in Spanish. Carno is from the root word, carno for meat. So this master antioxidant supports and it improves the cardiovascular system, all things related to the heart and muscle. It improves your healthy brain function, memory focus, and brain processing time. It increases your strength, your stamina, and your endurance. It also detoxes your brain from aluminum. Just think of the number of times that you drank soda, juices out of an aluminum can, beer out of an aluminum can. Think about all the pies that were baked in tinware, catered foods that are catered and brought to your home or the place where you're having whatever festivity. And it is sometimes cooked and it's stored in aluminum trays with aluminum covering. There's no shortage of aluminum, not to mention people who work in car plants or places where they deal with different types of metals, where there's aluminum shavings, etc. A lot of exposure to aluminum. Let's even think about toothpaste. It wasn't until 2014 that the organic toothpaste maker Tom's Toothpaste switched from having the organic toothpaste that it made, it was in an aluminum tube. And it was the clamoring of the public that would say to Tom's manufacturer, how could you put our organic toothpaste in an aluminum tube? We've known for 25 years that aluminum is a known neurotoxin. It causes neurocognition decline. It causes your less brain function, brain fog, brain fuzziness, memory loss, dementia, and things like that. We've known this for years that it's a neurotoxin. It's not good for you. So in 2014, Tom's switched over their aluminum tube toothpaste container, and they switched it to a recyclable plastic, and then all the other, for the most part, most of the major toothpaste makers followed suit. This patch is going to detox you from that. So that's a huge help. This also is going to help you with wound healing. Whoops, I did not mean to do that. I apologize. More evidence that I'm not perfect. I make mistakes just like everybody else. Okay, so this is going to help heal whatever, I don't want to say heal because I'm not allowed to say the word heal, but it will aid wound healing, okay? So Aeon, this is our next master anti-inflammatory. This completes the Fantastic Five. This little awesome patch is the master anti-inflammatory. I love this patch because everybody has inflammation in the body. This is going to bring down any inflammation in your body. Our stem cells are activated to inflammation because it knows wherever there's inflammation, there's damaged cells. Wherever there's damaged cells, there's basically a hindrance of repairing and rejuvenation of the body. So your stem cells will go to wherever there's inflammation and replace the damaged cells with new cells that are a younger, healthier state. We call this our anti-stress, and it's also known as the happy patch because this raises the neoplastons. I'll explain what that is in just a minute. It increases DHEA levels, and it creates brain balancing. Because it creates brain balancing of your left and your right hemisphere of your brain, it also creates a calming effect. And it reduces the cortisol and the C-reactive proteins in your body. So if you have like a high stress environment, if you have a lot of tension, if you have frustration, if you're in an environment with a lot of deadlines, a lot of pushing to get these things done, high stress, high demands, maybe you have a lot of kids also at home that you're having to juggle a lot of things between home and work, etc. This patch not only will bring down the inflammation, but it's also going to give you a sense of calm and of peace. It will go a long ways to bring homeostasis in your entire body, including your brain. So little talk here about what anti-neoplastons are, because most people don't know what those are. And I took this straight out of a research paper. Anti-neoplastons are peptides. Like GHKCU is a copper peptide, which activates the stem cells in your body by you applying the mother and the daughter stem cell activation patches. Well, anti-neoplastons are another type of peptide that's found in the urine and the blood of healthy people that are normal, right? They might stimulate your immune system. These peptides might also contain cancer cells. It says here that peptides might also kill certain cancer cells or prevent them from growing. They're used for various cancers. They use them in IVIG, that's called IV, intravenous IG immunoglobulin treatments. They're used for various cancers, high cholesterol, brain swelling that's due to any kind of infection, doesn't matter what type of infection. If it's an infection that caused a brain swelling, this patch will help bring that down because it does increase anti-neoplastons. And so that's the long and short of what an anti-neoplaston is. So I want to open this up right now. These are the basic Fantastic Five. These set the foundation to your body. So now it's a question of what condition or what symptoms you might have that you might want to address. Let me know if you have questions. We can answer them now. Emily, since you are on here by yourself, if you don't want this to be on YouTube, let me know, and then we could stop that portion of it, and then we can just continue a one-on-one. How would you like to proceed?
Oh, it doesn't matter. I'm not, don't really have a particular situation other than, no, I do have situations. You could take me on.
Okay, so I'm going to take let me see if I can turn on YouTube. We might have to just jump back on again. I think the easiest.
Oh, it's okay. I just have issues with my blood pressure still.
Okay, so your blood pressure, do you have any headaches?
No.
Okay, sometimes people, when they have high blood pressure, is your blood pressure low or high?
High.
Okay.
The lower number, the diastolic, is that how you say it?
Yeah.
Is it will go from 85 to 100 in the mornings, and then later on in the afternoon, it will come back down to 85. 80 or low 80s, yeah.
Okay, so what's your top number? So give me the range.
Top number, it will be definitely over 130. 130 in the afternoon and probably about 150 in the mornings. So there's something in the night that's doing this.
Oh, you're very hypertensive because normally, I think I know what's wrong with you.
Oh, good.
Wow. Okay, so definitely let's get off of YouTube. I want to talk to you privately about that. We don't treat, we don't diagnose or anything, but I do know what's going on here because I've seen it so much. So I'm going to stop it here, and they'll just click on the same link and we'll jump back on again as private.
Okay.
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 I'm going to stop right now and